On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, F-250 Platinum Radar. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Chair Go, and today it is 7:01 a.m. and I am heading to Kansas City. We're going about 3 hours away to install the Escort MAXCi in this truck. And it's gonna be insane. It's a long trip. I'm gonna get to it, and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Also, it's a late start because I beat from the track yesterday. Sunburnt, can't talk. I was busy yelling about the aerial atom just way too much. It was so much fun. Oh, yeah. 9:24, we are in Kansas City at Provolume. Provolume is going to rip this entire truck apart and install the Escort MAXCi. And one of the issues is, here's the old radar detector I've been running in here for a long time, and I had my visor down this whole drive and I couldn't see my radar detector. This solves that problem completely. We are here with the permanent check engine light. I guess this is a check engine light on wheels at Provolume in Kansas City. And this is Ian. How's it going, guys? Man?
Good, how are you?
Ian is one of Escort's CI installers. And CI it's a huge custom install deal that has to be done through the dealer network, right?
Right.
And you do a lot.
Quite a few, absolutely.
A lot of CI, a lot of high-end cars, stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
So we were gonna put it on something crazy. And this is something crazy. This is honestly one of the hardest things we could put, you know, a big CI system in, because it's such a huge vehicle, you know?
Very difficult to protect.
Oh man, but we're gonna go for it today. So let's get this thing open. Over here, we have all of the sauce for this truck. We have the Escort MAXCi, the custom install radar system here. Laser shifters, the shifter maxes that integrate with the MAXCi, and then a really cool thing here, the CAN bus interface for this. So this thing will actually put all of the digital display of that thing into the truck's displays?
That's correct. It'll allow you to control the settings from the steering wheel controls.
Yeah.
Allow you to mute it right through the steering wheel controls, and then it'll allow the display to go through the gauge cluster area.
So cool. I'm so excited about this because, like we were just talking about, it solves all the problems with not being able to see your dash mount detector, and it also solves the problem. One time I got a ticket, and the cop comes up to my car. I was going like 10 over out on the highway, night. I was the only car. Forever, right?
That's what happens.
And he pulls up and looks straight in my window, goes like this, and then I get the ticket and he had radar detector written all over it. And I was like, it's not illegal, who cares?
Right.
Right? But anyway, he cared. And this solves that problem because you can't see the radar detector.
That's right.
It's completely hidden. We'll start with the laser shifters.
This is a shifter add-on pack. So got the laser diffuser there.
Yes. Super nice. And those, we're gonna mount those somewhere up in the grill.
All four. We're gonna do 4 up front today for max protection.
Awesome. Oh, this is gonna be sweet. So obviously, with the laser shifters, you've got a big target, which gives the laser a whole lot of area it can hit. And you need a lot of shifters to try to cover all that area. They don't exactly come like this. Ian already test taped all of it to make it look like it's completely factory.
We protect the wire a little more. It's an expensive system, so you got to take care of your products.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, so that's the actual radar receiver. Aha! Here's the computer. Everything hooks up to this. This will mount somewhere up under the dash. These are the buttons to control the entire thing. This is the display, that tiny little thing. It's like a decentralized radar detector.
Yes, absolutely. Deconstructed, correct.
And this is a GPS antenna?
GPS antenna, yep.
Sweet, sweet.
Monitor speed and mark out locations.
Absolutely. Man, this is cool. Not that long ago when I got that Redline 360, it's kind of the same thing. It's basically, I mean, obviously Escort builds both of them. They both use Escort Live, so we're gonna show you the app again. Getting all the updates on this. It might need a firmware update.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Very possible. Should be current, but we'll check.
We'll check it out. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you get busy installing this, and I mean, this is gonna be a big job. Truck's getting shredded.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of excited. So we're up here doing our planning, kind of setting everything where it needs to go. We got the front tag frame off. We think we're gonna mount the radar receiver to the front tag frame and then just put it back, because it's actually plastic riveted onto the truck. And even if there's no tag on there, I mean, why not just run it? You can see our shifter plan. We're kind of going for a way to protect the center mass. and out here by the headlights, because when cops are shooting laser, they're aiming for your headlights and the windshield. So we're going for somewhere in there, and then here, here, and there. So that's probably our 4 laser shifter locations. So that giant ABS spacer is gonna sit under the radar head, so it fits perfectly, and it's like a completely factory install here. That is ridiculously clean. Look at that, it's completely flush, fits perfectly, doesn't touch the metal. Oh, this is gonna look so nice. And it's all mounted on ABS too, so there's nothing to like rust out, fail, vibration. It's all good. This is really cool. Giant lasers. Kansas City people, you're gonna appreciate this. They went and got Joe's for lunch. I haven't had Joe's in a while. It's always pretty good. After a lot of work and time put into all the wire routing and making this look super nice, we've done what is probably the only ranch hand laser shifter install ever in the history of.
First one I've done.
Escort had never heard of it.
Right.
They were like, you're crazy. But I love my bumper. This is so sick. Take a look at the laser shifters hiding out in the ranch hand. There's the radar right there. Upper, lowers. So we've got center mass kind of covered, and the other laser shifter. I mean, it's really good. And all the wiring, like I'd open it up to show you the wiring, but you can't see it. It's literally all hidden, completely hidden. And tomorrow, all we have left is
interior. Yeah,
brain, interface, switches, and yeah, really, really close. Leaving the hotel the next morning here in Kansas City. It's snowing. Isn't it the middle of summer? What's going on? So I headed back to Provolume. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Look at the snowy truck. I put the anti-gel I run in this thing yesterday, and I was like, man, I gotta stop running this white stuff and get back on the silver, because it's clearly summertime. It's freezing. We are back in the shop with Ian on this very snowy day. And I did everything I could to try to get the snow off here. It's
not too bad.
Okay, all right. So I actually went to the car wash, sprayed it off, went through a dryer, and it's okay. So today is interior day, and we've got everything kind of open, and let's get some light in here, I guess. Yes. And we'll try to time-lapse the interior install. I guess we'll get this out of here. Time to go to the ninja stuff. I know I said I'd show you guys under the hood all the wiring. So as you can see, you can't see any of the wiring. You can see a little bit of the shifters coming through there. It follows all the factory wires over, and that's about it. Yeah, so they drop down here and go through the factory grommet in the firewall. It's alive. We have the Escort IXCI all in the truck, all powered up. You guys just saw the entire install. Now you can see my buttons hiding right down there. You can see the display way up there by the mirror, which is where I like it. There we go. You can actually read it now. And if you check this out, first, it's beautiful. These are all Tessa taped, but those are back there. There's one twist tie holding that bundle in there. And that lets me quickly pull that out to install updates if I need to. We've got Escort Live connected, which obviously is super easy to do. You basically hit devices, it'll show a new radar detector there, hit the button. Here we have Escort Live. You can see there's a current radar hit. We were just testing the radar with the handheld laser tester here. All right, Ian, you think it's been long enough? Can we test the laser again?
Let's try it.
Let's try it. We're gonna show you guys laser So that's the shared laser from where we just hit it. I'm gonna put not there. We should put there. Just slow some people down. All right, okay, let's try it out again. Look at that, there you go, laser. And now if I do this, I could either lock it out, tell people that's not a real alert, or hit police spotted, which would tell them there's actually a cop sitting there. Anyway, there you have an Escort Live laser alert, which is really cool. If you have your phone mounted up on, up on the dash or something like that, you'll see it on the moving map while you're driving, and you can see that the laser shifters are all working. We tested them all. So the front end's like, it's wrapped up.
It's solid.
Yes, and we're waiting on one quick phone call for the dash integration piece. So we went ahead and backed this thing out, and we should get a GPS lock here in just a minute. That's pretty much the end of our testing here. Right now you can see that flashing satellite with the arrow. Oh, there it goes. 0, cool. Now we have GPS speed. That is a super good sign, and we know the mid-city integration piece is working now. So it's time to start actually testing this thing out. Now, anytime I'm driving and I'm on my view screen with the compass up, you will see, check it out, laser front, shows me the direction it is, and you can see it shifting up here. So nice. And the alert pops up in Escort Live. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about Escort Live too. Escort Live is a shared database of like radar hits, laser hits, speed cameras, all that stuff. Unlike Waze, which is crowdsourced, Escort Live actually has data from the detectors. And anyone that's driving around with their Escort detectors on, and Escort Live's running, it'll share that with the whole community. Correct. Which is, better than maybe somebody reporting it on another app, right? Sure. With the mid-city integration piece on this thing, all of it's there. It's so nice. It just takes over the screen. So anyway, that's the mid-city integration. Max, what is that? I mean, MAXCi F-250. Yep. Yeah. So it's specifically for this truck. They have it for a whole bunch of cars, and you can literally put your radar detector in the gauge cluster, which is so cool. And then we have the other display up there, of course. So we've got plenty of data coming from the detector, what's going on with the laser shifters, and all that good stuff. If you have the MAXCi, you can actually add a rear radar receiver as well, and it'll tell you what direction the radar hit's coming from. Laser shifting is really cool. It's something that you usually can't do with like a dash mount detector. Honestly, dash mount detectors and laser, it's really pointless, right? Yeah. If you have a dash mount, first, you're probably not even gonna get a laser hit. I drive around with a bunch of different detectors, and I typically don't see laser hits. Sure. Dash mount detectors definitely cannot defend you from those laser hits. Not. Yeah, so with the, this is the ZR, we have 4 shifters on this truck. It comes with 2 in the MAXCi. 4 shifters is a massive coverage, right? Especially with, this is a crazy vehicle, huge target, and we should be able to shift any laser signal back, which is completely legal in most states, especially the ones we're in right now. Absolutely. So, I mean, we're completely good there. And basically it just sends a shifted laser signal back, and the gun says a different speed or jam, one of the two. So it'll shift for a little bit, and then it'll stop, and it won't start shifting again for, I think you said this is probably a 2-minute delay. You can configure all that. You can configure all that, correct. Yeah, so you can just set how long you want the laser shifters to run, how long you want it to rest in between. I think it's 60 seconds. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, because we were doing it pretty quick. Even if you're not speeding all the time, it's nice to have radar, because it does make you more aware of your surroundings. Honestly, one of the biggest things I find is that I see a radar hit, and then all of a sudden you see everyone like slamming on the brakes in front of you. But you knew way before, so you had time to like take your cruise control down 3 notches or something before people just light up their brakes in front of you. It does make you more aware of your surroundings, so you can just use radar in your daily life, whether you like are exceeding the speed limit or not. Sure. So it just helps you out. So the CI systems do cost a little bit more than dash mount detectors. Obviously, it will eliminate the chances of a cop coming up and writing radar detector on a ticket. Sure. But you are looking at this system's about $2,200, right? Plus installation. Plus installation. So it's a bit more than like a Redline 360C or whatever dash mount you're used to, but completely stealth. I mean, crazy integration with it showing up in the factory gauge cluster. Like it's pretty unheard of. That's pretty fantastic. So I love it. Like I said, this is the MAXCi. I'll throw a link in the description below to this, the mid-city integration module. Obviously you'll need an integrator like Ian to do this, and if you're looking for an integrator, there are pretty much 12-volt or integrators that can install the Escort CI systems in every major city, or at least close. So Ian knocked it out of the park. Does a lot of work. Thanks, man. Thank you, man. A lot of work for Escort. Oh, dude. Super clean, super clean. I love it. Well, now it's time for me to drive back to Wichita, and I'm sure I'll see some alerts because there's state troopers all the way up and down 35 for the most part. So we should be able to show you guys a quick demo and show some of the reporting on Escort Live and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, I'll see you on the next project.
Right.
This was super fun. Huge thank you to Escort, Mid-City Engineering, and Provolume for sponsoring this video. It's an incredible package and an awesome install. So if you do need an installer, Provolume, you're in Kansas City, right? Yeah, that is the move if you're in Kansas City for any 12-volt stuff, really. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgo.com where you get cool shirts like the one I'm wearing underneath this hoodie. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, let's see if this guy's wearing radar. There's the cop right there, if you can see that car. Guess not. But he is coming after me for some reason. Very weird. Oh, he's right there in front of me. Kept going. I was like, come on, man. I lifted a camera up and you're gonna pull me over? There we go. Radar, front. There's the cop. Pretty cool. The integration in this is really, really sick. And the volume's turned down nicely, so you just hear a little beep, beep. No like crazy loud setup, and it pops right up on the dash. Everything's good. Oh, there he is. And he just got somebody. Man, that guy whipped around. Saw the radar come on and he lit up the brakes and went the other way. If you guys want to see a quick comparison of the MAXCi and the MAX360, Ian's got the posters for both of them here. This is what's in the truck. We of course have that front radar receiver that's incredibly well mounted up on the tag frame. It's completely hidden for the most part. We have 4 Shifter Max sensors. The other 2 are the optional sensors, and they're all hooked up to the Shifter Max bridge. Of course, there's the brain and all of the controls, GPS antenna. And then over here on the MAX360, the display is different. You get the rear radar receiver, and all these radar receivers are actually different in the MAX360. This system's fully digital. This system has the analog radar heads in it. So there is the comparison for the 2 of them. If you hit pause, maybe you can read all that.